Okay, for the guided practice, it's going to be short and sweet today, just like I like it. 6 problems, then we're done. Okay, so they tell us using on numbers 1, 2, and 3, we're going to use a kite. So that's the properties we need to keep in the back of our mind. Those for a kite. So let's see, it tells us PQR. So this whole big angle right here is 78 degrees. Then it says TRS. That's the smaller angle here. It's going to be 59 degrees. That's all they tell us. Well, we know a little bit of geometry. We can figure out the rest. Just like we did on the notes, we're going to ignore these that it's asking and find them all, and then we'll come back to it. So if we remember right, the angles are pretty much, they're not completely the same, but angle P as a whole and angle R as a whole are congruent because it's a kite. So that means this angle P down here will also be 59 degrees. Now, the diagonal QS bisects the angle. So I'm going to have to divide 78 by 2 to get the upper and the lower part of that angle. So 78 divided by 2 is, good question, it's 39 degrees. So that means this part's 39, this part's 39. And then when the diagonals intersect, they are perpendicular. So in 2 of the corners, I'll write 90, and the other 2, I'll just draw a box. So we're almost done finding all angles already, and we just really use the information they gave us. We're just 2 angles shy of being able to call it good. First, I need to find what this other piece of angle R is. Well, if I focus on this, I need a highlighter, not a pen. If I focus on this, I'm still in erase mode. Let's focus on this triangle right here. Well, I know one's 90, one's 39, so I can add those together. 90 plus 39, that gets me 129. Subtract that from 180, and I'll get, let's see, last time I did mental math, it didn't go too well. So it's going to be 51 degrees. Double check. Yep, 51. Okay. So that means this angle up here is 51 degrees. This angle down here, 51 degrees. Now we have to focus on getting one more angle. In particular, we have to figure out what each side of angle S is equal to. Well, I know I had 90 and 59, so let's do those. 90 plus 59 gives you 149. Subtract that from 180, and you get 31. So this angle's 31 degrees. That angle's 31 degrees. We found all the angles now. Let's see what the question asks us to find. First, they ask us to find the measure of angle QRT. QRT. So that's going to be this angle. This angle right here. What did we say it was? We said it was 51 degrees. Then they said to find the measure of angle QPS. QPS is this whole big angle right here. So we're going to have to add 51 plus 59. And that's going to get us 110 degrees. And then last but not least, angle PSR. PSR. So that's this angle right here. Well, I'm going to have to add 31 and 31. 31 plus 31. That gets me 62 degrees. Okay, there's the angles. That's 1, 2, and 3. Number 4. They ask us, well, they tell us it's an isosceles trapezoid, which means our base angles are congruent. Because you know I'm all about that base, no trouble. Couldn't resist. So base angles are congruent. That means E is also 49 degrees. F and G are congruent to each other. But what do I know about F and E? What do they have to add to together? 180. So to get F, I have to do 180 minus 49. That gets me 131 degrees. Okay, next one. It tells me that JN is 10.6. So this side right here, 10.6. NL is 14.8. So that dot piece, 14.8. Find KM. Let me go ahead and highlight this while I'm at it. Okay, so what do I know about diagonals here? I know that KM must equal JL. Well, how can I find JL? Add up the two pieces. 10.6 plus 14.8. Give me 14, carry your 1. Looks like 25.4. That's what JL is. JL is 25.4, but KM has to be the same thing. So our answer is that KM equals 25.4. And the last one, they ask us to find EH. Call him an X. Well, what do I know? I know my mid segment is just that. It's in the middle. So if I add up, I'm going to do it a little bit of a different way. If I add up my bases and divide that by 2, that'll get me 16.5. So multiply both sides by 2 because I don't like fractions, and I know y'all don't either. Boom, that 2 goes away. I have 25 plus X equals 16.5. No, 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 no. 16.5 times 2. That's a mess up again. 16.5 times 2 is 33. There we go. Subtract 25. I'm going to get X equals, well, 33 minus 25 is 8. So EH equals 8. Okay, that's it for the guided practice. Short, sweet, to the point. So get to work on your assignment. One piece of warning I want to give you for these, use the properties in your notes. These are all listed under the properties. You just have to use them. So I'm looking for a specific word in each of these blanks, but these words are in your properties on your notes. So go back and look at your notes and you'll get the exact word that I'm looking for. Okay, that's it. Have a good weekend.